Everyone deserves access to a healthy environment. The law tells EPA to do it, science shows us how to do it, and that is what we in the environmental justice offices at EPA are fighting for.
I've supported numerous emergency response efforts, including hurricanes, wildfires, and train derailments, to ensure the proper disposal of hazardous materials. Without my specialized skills, the emergency response team will be less prepared to help the recovery of devastated communities.
I have been an environmental scientist at EPA for around 5 years. The work I do helps protect human health and the environment for communities in the Midwest and the Great Lakes region.
I work on regulations, policy, and the science that supports the EPA's mission. I've been an environmental scientist for over a decade and been working at the EPA for over 2 years.
I work with communities who have had to endure decades of heavy air and water pollution. My work is to help EPA think harder about its decisions to protect public health and ensure the most polluted communities are included in decision-making.
I work with tribal nations and any other community who face heavy pollution in their environment. My work involved providing communities with resources to help reduce their exposure to pollution and to improve government transparency and accountability.
The administration and the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency announced its intention to close its 11 environmental justice offices across the country. This decision will remove hundreds of federal workers from their positions and impact thousands of communities across the country, whom these offices serve to protect.
Eliminating EPA's environmental justice programs minimize the government's ability to ensure equitable access to clean air, water, and land. Slashing thoughtfully created environmental regulations will make people sicker while degrading our Earth.
Without my work, dozens of communities in this heavily rural part of the country will not have a voice at the table when their government is making decisions that will affect their family's health and quality of life.
Without the research I am working on, the EPA loses insights about how pollution hurts the most vulnerable people. Without us in the room, the process is less fair for everyone, and the resulting policies are less safe for everyone.
I got into environmental justice work because I believe everyone should have clean air, clean water, and healthy natural spaces. I was raised to care for my neighbors and to support those whose voices have not been heard. It's these values that have motivated my career choices.
I am passionate about environmental health because at 9 years old, I watched my mother die from a rare form of cancer. She was diagnosed with a cancer after exposure to dangerous carcinogens in her workplace, including chemicals EPA now regulates.
To follow the law, now more than ever, EPA needs environmental justice to keep our communities safe.